The Yankees beat the Astros in the opener of the series, but that's not the story. Framber Valdez gave up 2 home runs to left-handed hitters, which is very rare for him, but that's not the story. After the grand slam he surrendered to Trent Grisham, there was a cross-up with his catcher, César Salazar. 93 miles an hour to the ribs, turned away as if he didn't care that there was a cross-up. Afterward, they said it's all good. After chatting in the manager's office, Framber said it wasn't on purpose. Controversy. This seems like he had a hit on his catcher. Remember, he gives up that grand slam, and it looked like César Salazar was trying to stop him, AJ, from throwing the pitch.
He told him to step off. You see, if you run it back, Salazar gives him the old universal step off signal. And Framber did not step off. He threw the pitch, and look at Volpe. Volpe's like, what the F was that?
He's shocked.
Yeah. You see Salazar give the wave. Like,
yes.
That's a universal don't pitch, step off. Framber said, screw it, I'm going to chuck this sinker. It's going to go in the Crawford boxes for a granny. Trent Grisham's like, thank you. And he's almost at 30 homers, by the way. And then this one, I mean.
What happened? How does this happen?
I don't know with PitchCom. I really don't know. I can understand. There were pictures I had I don't want to underrate a part of this. Cross-up is, there's some very weird. Volpe's face is money. But I don't know with PitchCom, Kratz. You had PitchCom. I never had PitchCom, but it could happen. Octavio Dotel couldn't see, so there were times where I put down 2 and he threw a heater. But that was when you had to give the old fingers. Now you just push a button and it says in your ear and you can hear it. So I don't know how there could possibly be a cross-up with the PitchCom. I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
I do know it wasn't a cross-up. Let's just be honest. Let's not try to mince words. Let's not try to go through a translator, see what the meeting was. Let's just look at his reaction. The first pitch he threw was just a changeup that was up and away. So it was a 1-0 count. The Yankee fans that were in Houston, which they're not more Yankee fans in Houston than there are Astro fans. They've probably settled down at this point. The grand slam, Grisham ran around the bases. One of the excuses of one of the people was it was loud. It was loud. It was hard to hear. I never played with the PitchCom, but I tried it out because it was coming into the game, and then I quit, so I never got to use it. Yeah, I get it if it's loud. If it's loud like Game 7 of the World Series, Game 7, 2 outs, like, oh, I can't hear. No. It had settled down. This wasn't the first pitch right afterwards. This was an intentional pitch. Come at me, whoever wants to come at me. I've never seen it. And if you're a baseball player and you think this was not intentional, please talk to me. If you're a fan of Framber Valdez, save it. Because in my opinion, I would have a hard time finding a big league baseball player, even a minor league baseball player, that didn't think this was intentional, all based on Salazar's reaction, all based on Framber's reaction after he threw the pitch.
All right, so here's my thing. I don't want to, listen, I can't accuse anybody of anything. Listen, what does it look like? I agree. But do I know that? There's only 2 people that know what pitch he called and what pitch he threw, and that's Salazar and Framber. I think that here's what it looks like. First of all, Salazar tells him to step off. Framber says, screw this, I'm throwing this pitch anyways. Then it gets whacked out of the park for a home run, right? So Salazar clearly didn't want to throw that pitch. So then who is Framber mad at? Himself for throwing the pitch? Because I always told my pitchers, what I put down is not the end-all be-all. It is a suggestion. I'm giving you my best suggestion. If you don't want it, all you got to do is go like this, and I'll put down another sign, and you throw it. And if it gets hit, then it's on you. So Salazar clearly didn't want him to throw it. He said step off. He did not. He threw the pitch. Whack, grand slam. Now he changed up high and away. The next pitch, I don't know what was called in the PitchCom. Again, only 2 people know that answer. Salazar and Framber. He chucked the ball, and it hit Salazar, his own guy, not the other team, his own guy in the ribs, okay? Then, I know this. Whenever I was crossed up by a pitcher, the first thing the pitcher would do is say, are you okay? Are you all right? Sorry, or give you the my bad. He didn't do any of that. He turned around and walked away. Like, okay. So not only, like, whether he did it on purpose or not, that's kind of disrespectful to his catcher. The guy who's back there busting his tail, right, Kratzy? Like, whenever a guy crossed you up, first thing, what they always say, my bad. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. My bad. I couldn't see, right? That's the first reaction from every guy I've ever caught. So I don't know, man. But I know this. It's a bad look for the Astros. And here's the thing about Salazar. What can Salazar say? Salazar's a third catcher. You think Framber would have done this to Martin Maldonado? Why do you think Dusty had him always catch Framber Valdez, Martin? Because Martin would go out there and get his ass, right? Diaz seems to have taken over that mantle. Victor, when he's out there, Victor Caratini, he's not doing those. What does he do it to? He does it to the guy who, what can he say? What can Salazar say? If he says anything, they're going to just shove him out the door. So I don't know if he did it on purpose. He said he did it, but there's a lot of circumstantial evidence that looks like this could have been on purpose.
I thought the Houston media or whoever was in the scrum when I watched the scrum for Framber after the game, I thought they did a good job. The only thing that I disagree with what they didn't do, and maybe they did and it'll come out, and what AJ just said was more than 2 people have PitchCom. Pena should have PitchCom. I'm assuming it was Altuve at second base. I'm not sure. He should. There's 5. I think there's 5 PitchComs. There's 4 or 5 that are out there. Everybody hears what pitch is coming. They should have gone to those guys. But, maybe more will come out later. But it's a bad look. And I go back to, I caught a guy named Juan Perez one time. He threw about 94, 95, lefty, and he crossed me up twice in the same game. The second time, it was a slider that I went to go down and into a righty to catch, and it was 94, and it missed a very, very sensitive region by half an inch. Drilled me missed my chest protector, missed my thigh, like right in the lower region. This guy was almost crying on the mound. He felt so bad for crossing me up. That is the reaction that you get. That is the reaction you get when somebody who's out there and not putting their own personal things out there, not pouting because they gave up a home run. They feel bad for the person on their team that they almost hit. And this dude that I'm talking about, he would pepper dudes on the other team, stare him down. He was like a $160. He didn't care. Like, he didn't care about hitting somebody, but hearing about somebody hitting somebody on your own team, that's not the reaction of somebody that it was too loud.
We're throwing a curveball at you this week for our Arena Club segment, as AJ has opened up a Pokemon slap pack.
Is that how you say it?
Pokemon slap pack. Pokemon. Don't ask me to say what that card is, but what are you doing with that card?
I already sold it. Are you kidding me?
Back, baby.
I bought it, and then I got more money than I paid for the pack, so I sold it straight back.
You bought it for
$250.
You sold it for
$299.
And you can go get yourself something that you maybe know how to pronounce.
Yes, or know what it is. I just did it because I saw certain people opening Pokemon, and they were making money, and guess what? I got lucky. Made money off of it too.
Exactly. But of course, if you're into sports cards, that is something that you can find a ton of on the Arena Club marketplace. Buy, sell, slab pack, trade. 20% off your first slab pack or card purchase can be had at arenaclub.com/foul and use the code FOUL. That's arenaclub.com/foul and use code FOUL. Hey, it was an accident. How come you didn't apologize? How come you didn't care?
Agreed.
There's no answer to that. What's the answer to that? Oh, I didn't realize that he got drilled.
Right in the ribs. I mean, Salazar went to go out to the mound. If you watch it, he went to go out to the mound, and then he realized that Framber had his back to him, and he was just like, "Nah, I ain't going out there."
He goes, "Oh, this was on purpose."
I don't know.
In his brain.
Maybe in his brain. I can't tell you what he was thinking. But I will say this. If there was even a thought of it being on purpose, there needs to be a adults only meeting down in the tunnel with Salazar and Framber and whoever the heck else needs to go down there. And I ain't saying, Papelbon and Harper style in that like in that picture, but there is an adult conversation that needs to be had, a grown man conversation. Like, you're trying to hurt me, and I'm on your team, bro. That ain't cool. I'm your teammate. I'm back there catching, busting my ass for you. It ain't my fault. I told pitchers this before. They'd be like, I didn't want to throw that pitch. Okay, shake your head. But it ain't my fault you threw a crappy pitch. That's on you. You threw the crappy pitch, not me. If he throws down the middle, I can't. It's not I struck out plenty of times. My fault. But I didn't try and hurt somebody on my team.
He cost himself a lot of money just now. I'm serious. He's a free agent after this year. The Astros definitely give out contracts, even to pitchers. They've given some out to starters. They've given some out to relievers. He hasn't gotten one. Maybe they haven't agreed on money. There are some teams, some owners even out there who will see this on social media and say, not for me.
Okay.
I'm serious.
I don't know about that, but
yes.
I'll take your word for it.
Yes.
He also
Kratz,
hasn't pitched
yes
very
or
well
no?
the last
Right.
times.
But he's one of the best free agent starters available coming
course.
up, talent-wise.
But this isn't the first time where he's kind of lost his mind on the mound either.
This is what I'm talking about, though. This will cost him money, Kratz. Guaranteed.
Yes. Guaranteed. How much? Nobody will really tell. But this will cost him a certain amount of money. And I know we got to get to Ken, but to me, like the reaction that AJ would have compared to the reaction that I would have as a backup catcher who you piss off the number one starter on your team. I know Hunter Brown's the number one starter, but you piss off one of the big guys on the team as a backup catcher, it's a way different reaction organizationally than if AJ does it. I'm just saying. So we can react to it two different ways. I'd want to fight the guy. I would want to punch him in the face underneath the dugout. Like it makes my skin boil to think that a teammate would do that to another teammate.
He chucked a baseball at his teammate, period. He chucked a baseball at his teammate. He had a hit on his teammate in a game. Done, period.
No, that's what I meant by a grown man conversation. We're having a grown man conversation under the –
Yeah. Which
I'll
could
let
get
you
physical.
I'll tell you what, the first thing I would do is when he turned his back on me and I'm Salazar, I'm rifling that son of a gun right at his knees. I mean, as hard as I could throw it, I'm rifling at his ankles, his knees. They get the point. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, and then there'd be a look from me, and I would be throw whatever you want, I'll catch it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what you throw. I'd be like, your stuff ain't that good. Throw whatever the hell you want. And then the inning's over, and I'd go to the manager and I'd be like, me or him. Me or him. And Kratz obviously couldn't do that, but I'd be like, me or him. Get one of us out of the game because this ain't flying.
Yep.
I don't think.
I
hope it comes across at how like fired up it makes me. Like I feel like I'm even actually kind of holding back, to be honest, because I've never seen it.
We all are. I've never seen this. We all are. Because it's not something I've ever seen. I've never seen a guy on a team do something that looks. And again, we're okay. I know we're Kratz saying what he's saying. I can't say for certain. It's like an injury. I don't know if someone's. You never guess. I can only take a guy for what he said. We can speculate on what it looks like, but I know what it looks like. That's what it looks like. That's bad. If that's what happened, I'm sorry. That's bad.
10 out of 10 bad.
Oh, 12 out of 10 bad. 20
exactly.
out of 10 bad.
Yeah. That's why it leads the show.